Here is a quick warning if you are planning on taking a highway bus or express bus to Mount Fuji, I guess. I don't know how often this happens, probably not often, but my experience with it last week was quite terrible. So me and my friend were heading up to Fuji, staying there one night, but the day we decided to go was a Saturday morning, and when we headed there, unfortunately, there was heavy traffic. Like basically we stopped in place for about 2 hours, I think. It was meant to be a 2 hour bus ride from Tokyo Shinjuku Station to basically the area we went to was the lake, which is the main one, Kawaguchiko, and we're heading to that station with the bus. Took forever. Supposed to be 2 hours, took 6 hours instead. And I don't think it's a common experience. I think this was a very rare case, but it should be noted and it's a warning that it could happen. So I highly recommend at least staying one night there because, thanks to the fact that we did that, like we arrived really late, around I think maybe like 5-ish, maybe 4 to 5-ish, and we just ate in the sunset and we basically just went to where we were staying, and that's basically all we could do. But because we were staying an extra day, the next day we spent a whole day. We woke up at like 5 a.m., biked around like the lake, and it was a great experience from there. I really enjoyed that Sunday, but that Saturday, oh my gosh, it was terrible. It was definitely, a guy sitting in front of us was like so upset because basically, he only had one day, and the next day in the morning he had to leave, and he lost the day because we spent 4 more hours in the bus than we should have, and that sucks. I think it's just something you got to be wary of. Like there is a way to take a train to get there actually, and I probably would rely more on the train than the bus. I think they're around like equal prices, and for the bus you have to reserve it beforehand. We did it I think 2 or 3 days beforehand, and it was about I think 2,200 yen, right about, for a single person. And yeah, I did not like that experience whatsoever. And then going back, the bus was also delayed by about 20 to 30 minutes. And there's a lot of tourists there that cannot understand like time, because the Japanese workers were always showing the time and saying the time out loud for the bus that was coming, and people still didn't understand. Like, I, I highly recommend you learn how to at least understand like some times in Japanese. The audiobook I'm working on right now, that will be released sometime soon, I'll leave a link down below, will contain a lot of exercises for Japanese shadowing, like shadowing where you just like repeat and listen and repeat and listen until you fully understand like how to say something or listen to something. So it will have times for that, like a lot of practice for like how to say and tell or listen to times in Japanese. So look out for that. But yeah, like I was very surprised. Like I was hearing the Japanese service workers, for the bus workers, they're like, you know, a lot of people do not speak Japanese, do they? Like that they don't seem to understand what we're saying, and a lot of people seem to be like only speaking English or something. And I heard them saying how like that's challenging, and it's yeah. I was like, oh man, I feel bad for them because like they have to like continuously say the same thing and really point out like this is not your bus, like the buses have been delayed. And yeah, it would just be so much easier if people just understood how to like listen to that. And yeah, anyways, I felt their pain, so that's why I'm sort of mentioning it. But yeah, the buses also get delayed for like going back as well, so that's something to note. So try not to book your buses too late either, otherwise it's delayed and then you arrive at the station and like you don't want to miss the last train. Like definitely give yourself some buffer time, and try to also book the bus as early as possible if you're gonna book the bus. I think we booked it around like 10. That's not early enough. Definitely like as early as you can, I'd say. So that was my experience and my warning, I guess, about highway buses, just in case. express buses just in case you're deciding to take it to go to the Mount Fuji area or wherever else, I suppose. That's it for this one. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.